Hello, welcome back to the Retired Farm Boy channel. My name is Jeff. I'm going to talk today about a video of settling into retirement, things you can do to be happier. Now, I've got 10 bullets that I want to go over. I'm actually going to make 2 videos out of this, cover 5 today and then 5 in my next video, so I won't make the videos too long for you. So as I think about this video, you know, as when you first get into retirement, you have a different way of thinking than you do after you're in there for a while. So I'm closing in upon 2.5 years of retirement, and I think my thinking is a little bit differently now. No longer, am I thinking about my career at all, and the prestige that might have come along with my title. Doesn't mean anything once you're retired for a while. I'm not thinking about going back to work. I'm not thinking about growing my financial situation any more than it is. It is what it is at this point. So I think once you're in your retirement for a while, there's some things that you need to really consider, and I hope that these 2 videos I'm going to put out will help you understand about how to be happy in your retirement. Things change as you get older. I think you quit worrying about some things as much, and you need to start taking stock into what you really have in your life at that time. Before we get into the video, I do want to throw in my little plug here. I wish I didn't have to do this any longer, but I'm still trying to grow my channel. So if you haven't subscribed and you're new, I hope that you like this and you'll decide to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you like it, give it a thumbs up for anyone that's watching it. And for those that are continuing to come back and watch my videos, I just definitely want to give you guys a real big thank you. It's kept me going. It's kept me, wanting to do more and try to do better. So I definitely appreciate that. So let's get into the video. Settling into retirement, things you can do to be happier, number 1 through 5. The first one I wanted to talk about was like yourself at this moment of your life. Now, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, when you first retire, you're still got a lot of things going on. You still got a lot of things going around in your head about, what am I going to do? How am I going to set my schedule? Blah, blah, blah. As you get into retirement a little bit longer, I think you realize that you need to like yourself for who you are at that time. Maybe when you first retired, you still had thoughts of doing a little bit more of this or a little bit more of this, maybe even trying to take on a part-time job as an example to grow yourself even more, your financial situation and such. Once you're into retirement and you give up some of that kind of thought, you got to like yourself at the end of the day. And so make sure that you fall in love with yourself all over again when you get into retirement for a while. Be proud of what you've accomplished to get there. You've worked your whole life to get to the point that you are at this point. Be proud of that. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Once you're in retirement, you find out that, you get a little humbled in a way. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but you do get humbled in some regards from the standpoint of, everybody's retired, everybody's the same. You're even Steven again. That's a good thing for a lot of people, but some people have a hard time adjusting to that. But it's so true. Everybody that's in retirement is basically in the same boat. We're all trying to do a better thing and a better life for ourselves. Think of the freedoms that you have now too. I mean, you can pretty much do what you want to. You can set your own schedule. I mean, just like yourself for where you are at this moment in life, because it's definitely going to change as you continue to age. Number 2, always be thankful. Look around and see how blessed and fortunate you are compared to many others. I know you don't want to, say, look down upon anybody. I'm not talking about that at all, but, just look around and see how fortunate you are to have what you have. Look across the world, and we live in a free country. Think about the people that don't necessarily have the freedoms we have. promise yourself to be happy. Don't think about staying negative for any length of time. We all go through ups and downs a little bit, but promise yourself, make a promise to yourself to be happy all the time. Don't play a victim. I did that once in my life, I will admit, and I believe I ended up wasting about a year of my life. So don't do that. Life is definitely too short at this point in our lives, so don't play that victim. Always good in everything. There's always something to look at, even in a bad situation. Think about the positives that come out of it. Growing older, there's, you can look at the bad, or we got the aches and pains. Some of our friends may be distant to us now, and we may even have lost some close friends. But there's always good to come out of everything, even when people pass along out of this world. Number 3, let the past go. I feel in retirement now, I now understand lessons like this better. When you're in retirement, you're still working, you're still accumulating, you're still, going full bore, so to speak, and you're thinking about, you still think about some of the old things around you, and you can't let them go so much because you're still worrying maybe and things like that. When you retire, especially after a little while in retirement, I think it takes some time. You get to a point where you just let things go, let the past go. Doesn't matter, it's not coming back for sure. Some of the things that you wish would have happened are not going to happen anymore, and some of the bad things that you thought were going to happen may not happen either. The past doesn't matter any longer. Focus should be on the future and the future alone. Number 4, no excuse to not try or fulfill your dreams. So just because you're retired, it doesn't mean that that you're dead. Try to continue to plan and accomplish things. Try to fulfill your dreams. I'll give an example for me. I'd always wanted to, in my life, to float the Mississippi River from top to bottom. And I never obviously had a chance to do that while I was working. When I retired, I finally said, okay, I've got the time to do it. But then you start evaluating where you are, and I culled it down, so to speak, cut it down from the 2,500 and something miles that it is to the first 500 miles. And I was able to accomplish that. I'm very proud of that. So, try to fulfill those dreams, even if you have to adjust them a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. I think you'll still get just about as much enjoyment out of it as if you'd done the original goal. And I think I am, just because I knew where I was in my age and things like that. And the 500 miles is just as satisfying for me, I think, if I'd done the whole thing, and a heck of a lot easier on my body. The last one I'm going to cover in this video, doing nothing is absolutely okay. No guilt if you have a lazy day. Don't worry about it. Everybody needs to have one of those. You couldn't have them when you're working, but you sure can now. So, don't feel any sadness or feel bad that you're taking a day off and doing much of nothing. Good day to have a couch potato day. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. Sit down on the swing, outdoor on a porch. That's the kind of things I like to do. Ride around in my side by side and look at the farm and the animals that I might run across. That's the kind of thing that I enjoy. So that's it for today's video. Like I said, I'm going to cover the second video. Will be the same topic, but it'll be 5 different points. I appreciate you tuning in today. And until next time, this is Jeff. Retirement is great. Thank you.